Hello everybody and welcome back to another new video on the channel. Really quick at the beginning of the video, I just want to say that I apologize if this video is coming out really late. I think it's going to be coming out tomorrow. I'm recording this on Monday, and I really apologize for that. My whole sleep schedule has been kind of all over the place a little bit. I kind of had like a nap earlier today because Friday when Smash Brothers came out, I had some friends come over like really early because they wanted to skip school that day because Smash Brothers was coming out, or it did come out at that point. And we just wanted to play it all day, basically. I had a couple friends over. I was up basically all day, all night and stuff. Really early in the morning, and I've just kind of been all over the place. And then the Game Awards happened. It happened just before Smash Brothers had finally come out at midnight where I was living. And there's a couple of stuff I actually wanted to talk about regarding the Game Awards in terms of announcements and stuff that got not rewards, but awards for certain categories. Because in my opinion, I just really want to talk about it, and I want to do it in a separate video. So be sure to look out on the next video regarding Smash Brothers DLC, Mortal Kombat, and just a whole bunch of other stuff regarding the Game Awards. Because the Game Awards was very exciting, and I wasn't expecting some of the stuff that happened at the Game Awards. So we're gonna look out for that video either tomorrow or Wednesday, and yeah. Other than that, let's just get to the review for Boruto episode 85. Now, in my opinion, this episode is pointless. Like I'm not gonna lie, it was pointless. I think it has good meaning and a good message, and it further solidifies the whole like thing about what Anoki was talking about, like the previous episode. I think even the episode before that, but mainly the previous episode in episode 84, that the young generation of shinobi isn't willing to train. They're a lot weaker, etc. And it further solidifies that with Seki in this episode. And if you don't remember who that is, he's one of those three like stone shinobi that was in the Chunin exams arc. Or the Momoshiki Boruto movie retelling arc, whatever you want to call it. He's like one of those three guys. I think he's fun. I think he's a fun character. I feel like if he had like this whole entire other episode dedicated to himself, maybe he would have been a lot better in the episode. But because of what's currently going on and the meaning of some stuff that's going on regarding will, the Akuta having free will, whether or not is something considered human, and do they have free will and all that, and you know Onoki and what he's doing, and whether or not what he's doing is right or not, and why is he doing this to begin with. And I feel like if Seki had his own episode by himself, he could have been a lot more interesting. But because of what's going on currently in this arc, and because it just felt like this episode's just padding out and making the arc even longer, I just didn't really enjoy it all too much. I really didn't. I thought it was pointless. I didn't see like the whole purpose of him being in the episode, besides to just further solidify that the current generation of shinobi are just way weaker, because Seki was trying to go after his Heartstone, and that's the title of the episode. And I thought the episode was going to lead to not Naruto, Boruto. I thought it was going to lead to Boruto finding his own Heartstone, because the previous episode was building up to that. He was going to find his Heartstone, and then they were going to get out of there. But no, Seki finds his Heartstone, and yeah, it was cool when he found it, but I felt like it would have made more sense if he wasn't in the episode and Boruto found his Heartstone instead. But that didn't happen, and it's just like I said, if he had his own episode, if Seki had his own episode, maybe it could have been a little bit better. Maybe the episode with him could have been a lot better. But no, it just felt like this episode was mainly just padding out and making the arc longer than it needs to be. And regarding a whole bunch of other stuff that was going on, it further solidifies that Onoki's gonna have to sacrifice one for the Akuta, like Sakie and Lord Ku, because Lord Ku, it was officially confirmed, I guess you can say. I wasn't really sure to begin with when we first saw him, or when they said that Sakie and like the others were like all basically stronger, more controlled, I guess you can say, versions of the Akuta, like more humanoid versions of them. And Lord Ku was one of them, right? Lord Ku was one of them, but he had Anoki's like DNA, and implemented into him, right? Therefore, making Ku Anoki's son. But he's not fully stable as well, because at the end of the episode, he reveals that his body is breaking apart. But for some reason, he's not like at the state that some of the others are, where like where he's about to like completely die and just cease to exist. He's not like at that point, but his body's still like breaking apart. And in the episode, they had to try to take one of a human heart from someone, and they were about to do it with Shikadai, and I was like, what? Like, Ku literally just explained that if they had tried to do it with someone in the Stone Village, it would be real conspicuous, and it would just cause suspicions, and the whole entire Stone Village would go into a panic. Why are they doing it with Shikadai then? Like, wouldn't that just cause more suspicions? Because they already fucking know, like, Naruto and Shikamaru, they already know that Shikadai went with Boruto over to the Stone Village, so wouldn't that be even more conspicuous if, like, Boruto or, like, Chocho or Sawada, whatever, they went back and they were just like, oh, I don't know what happened to Shikadai, and I don't know, I think he's dead. What would fucking happen then? I don't understand. That didn't make any sense to me. There was a line in this episode as well that just it pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. It made me really mad because I just thought it was a dumb line, and I hated how Boruto was the one who said it. So Seki, he went there to go. His current will is to become the Tsuchikage, right? That's his goal. That's his will. His will is to eventually become stronger so he could become a Kage, the Tsuchikage, for the Stone Village. That's his will, and that's his goal. And, that's similar to Sarada, and it's the same thing with Naruto. Their will was to become the Hokage. And then, out of nowhere, fucking Boruto, of all people, was like, aren't you aiming a little too high? Like, what? This line pissed me off because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense for Boruto to be the one to say it. Aren't you aiming a little too high to become the Tsuchikage? Hey, Sarada, aren't you aiming a little too high to becoming the Hokage? I think it's kind of pointless if you do that. Don't be aiming too high. Don't do that. Hey, Dad. When you were a kid, you were aiming to become the Hokage? Were you aiming just a little bit too high? Just don't you think that? Don't you think you were just aiming a little bit too high, Dad? Like, no, I don't think you should have been having that goal in your life whatsoever. Even though it was very personal towards you, and it even became even more personal to you when you figured out that your dad was the Hokage before you died. But weren't you aiming just a little bit too high to become the Hokage? Like, don't you think that? No, fuck off. Like, fuck off. That was a stupid ass fucking line. I hated this line so goddamn much. It pissed me off. I was watching the episode. This further episode should not have stupid ass fucking lines like these. This pissed me off to no end. But to wrap up the whole review, it wasn't really that great of an episode, but the episode itself further solidifies that I don't know if they're just trying to continue the arc longer to gain more money, or something else is probably happening behind the scenes that I have no idea, and I just need to look more into it. But it all just further solidifies that this arc and the whole entire series seems to not have like any direction. Like in one episode, it makes it seem like it's trying to become this, and that's the whole point of the arc. And then something else comes up in the next episode, or like 2 episodes later, and then it wants to become something else. So it's like, which direction are you going towards? It has no direction. This is an action shonen anime where there's supposed to be a lot of fights, a lot of tension, and a lot of other bullshit. And it doesn't even have the fundamentals of the two of them. The high tension and lots of action. This is a shonen action anime. What the fuck is going on? Well, why are we having this pointless bullshit where these characters are just standing around doing nothing for an entire episode? It just doesn't make any sense, And I realize that, like, sometimes, it's gonna have to slow down to explain some stuff, but it's like, can you do it in a way that's a lot more fucking exciting? Like, please? Like, can you do it in a way that's a lot more fucking exciting? Just, God fucking damn it, dude. There's a lot more that's wrong with this episode that I could talk about. But honestly, I I just don't fucking care to talk about it. I just don't think this episode was good. It feels like it was padding for an arc that is already seems way longer than it needs to be, and just that's pretty much it. The next episode is gonna involve Onoki showing Boruto something else. I don't know what the hell is going on, but the end of the episode shows that Ku is gonna have to, reveal themselves to the entirety of the Stone Village because something happened. That girl, I forget her name, what her name was, but she has a Genjutsu, right? And she did it on one of the dudes that, you know how, like Shikamaru like works, to the side with Naruto. She basically did the same thing to Kurosuchi, not Kurosuchi herself, but someone else who works alongside with Kurosuchi inside the Hokage's like office room. And if something happened, bullshit fucking happened, and now they're gonna have to reveal themselves. The Akuta are gonna have to fucking reveal themselves, and you can see on everyone's fucking face, they're like, "No, fuck you. We don't want this shit. We're strong enough on our own. Fuck you. We don't want you anymore." It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. I don't know what the hell is going on anymore. I think I wasted enough of your time already. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video. If you enjoyed for whatever reason, go ahead and leave a like. If you are new, subscribe for more videos just like this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Be on the lookout for the next video regarding stuff about the Game Awards, Smash Brothers, and stuff. Hopefully that video will be really good. I have a couple things in mind that I actually want to do that could be funny, and I'm just really excited to talk about it. Anyways, see you guys in the next one. Have a fantastic day. I'm out. Peace.